I've been lucky enough to be independent the whole way through, which has made me, I guess, very direct, which some people mistake as arrogant. I don't think my approach on business is what the average person would advise. I hear people say, never put up your own money. And I'm saying, put your own money up. Work harder than everyone. Be patient. And just know that if you're going to do something on your own, you're going to have to feel some pain. So like in Vampire Life, you know, we've had a certain amount of success in a very short period of time, and I'm like the little Jewish guy behind it. You know what I mean? Like before, there's always someone from another culture that's behind it, funding. And in Harlem, your whole thing is not to get hit by work. You want to be the connect. You want to put your own dough up. You want to buy your work, and if you fuck it up, you fuck it up. But when you get that, you can pay it and do what you need to do. If you can name someone in the urban business or an urban brand that's owned by an urban person, not to say a person is getting paid a percentage or sweat equity because they're the ambassador or the face of the brand, but are they doing the P&L? Are they doing the production? Are they doing the sales? Are they making sure the bills are paid? Are they paying the staff even if the sales didn't ship? The difference with me is I can do all of these things because I'm the one that puts up the money. If I feel like making a motor oil, I can make a motor oil. Or if I want to make a liquor, I can make a liquor. Just because I'm gonna cut out the connect, I know how to get it developed, I know how to get it manufactured, I know how to produce it, I know how to have it distributed, I know what sales, you know, I know the game. When my children, you know, look and ask about what I do, they know I'm the boss. They know I put up my own dough. They could care less what they read in the paper. They see it every day, and their quality of living is never compromised. They know that there's no other man that could walk in the room that's gonna make me bow down or talk with a different tone or be extra nice to. And that's what I watch all of these so-called men do. You know, they claim they're bosses and they have these things, but someone else is paying for it. And when that someone else from another culture walks in the room, you know, I see voices change and demeanors change. And it's just disgusting. I don't even want to bring up names because I wouldn't even want to do that to people that other people look up to, that they think are strong. You know, and you see how weak they are when some little white man walks in the room that can cut them a check. It's disgusting. Have you ever watched a James Bond movie where it doesn't look like he's losing at some point and then he wins? Or Batman or Iron Man or any superhero? There has to be some diversity for you to, you know, overcome to win. You know, you can't be a champ unless you, you know, are in a place where you look like you're gonna lose and then you win. The pain that's gonna come with being independent, you have to embrace it because it's gonna happen. And also know that the more successful you get, the more problems you're gonna have, the more knots you're gonna have to untie. Being a boss does not mean smooth sailing. It means having the ability to care about other people before yourself and to untie problems, untie knots. That's all it is. It's not business if there's not problems. There's nothing good without struggle. It just doesn't happen. In all my experiences, there hasn't been one thing that's been successful without me feeling some pain before it was successful. So now when there is pain, I embrace it. You know, I've been embracing it. I'm a G about it because I know that must mean that if I'm cool, that, you know, what awaits me is like the darkest before the dawn. I don't want to like sound corny, but that's really that's what has to happen. What I learned in my experience in the corporate world and with Rockefeller was, if I want to be truly happy, I got to put up the money, because whoever puts up the money is the boss, and that's that. It doesn't matter if someone gave someone a lot of money to watch. That's not a boss, that's a supervisor. And that supervisor usually thinks he's a boss and projects as a boss and will piss someone else off that's putting up the money. So a lot of my frustration would come from the fact that everyone that was speaking, none of them put up the dough. And we put up our own money. We were partners. We had a 50-50 venture. So in that environment, it would frustrate me. It'd be like being at a dice game and someone else speaking on your money. Because usually in corporate, no one's putting up the money. It's public, and there's a board, and you know, there's a bunch, one person that's making decisions is using their own dough. I can't talk to people or be nice to people that I don't respect that aren't putting up the money. After selling my interest in Rockwear so that I can put the money into what I wanted to put it into, which was Rachel Roy and other fashion things and magazines and all that stuff, my life became a lot easier because I never had to argue with anybody again because I was the boss, and I still am. A boss doesn't get told what to do. Of course, a boss might get advice from an OG, advice, but you're not being told what to do. My dream is to be completely independent, be able to direct, be able to design and make clothes as I want, and to be able to cook for my children and cook well. You know, I'm the kind of person that considers himself a wild animal because I eat the food I kill. That's how I eat. No one's giving me nothing. I'm not eating that day unless I kill that. So when I'm around other people that I consider tame because they have the security of a job and they have a leash, I'm looking at them like they're tame. I'm a wild animal and you're not. Who's gonna be the cooler person in the room?
Ride around with the glamour, squad looking like scammers. Hit the bank more than scammers. We ballin' like scammers.